What is going on, guys? My name is Orokaboss. Welcome to today's community showcase. Now, today we have a epic showdown between Vampire Counts and Bretonnia. And for the Vampire Counts player, we do have two flyers. That's Black Dragon Vampire Lord and also a Terror guys. Black Dragon Vampire Lord pretty much brought all his kit. And I really want to mention that because this player, I played him like a lot of times, and we did 2 practice sessions already. He really enjoyed using Wind spell, especially Wind of Death. And let's see if he can actually pull off a big fat Wind of Death this game. And for the infantry, he actually only brought 4, 3 skeleton spears and 1 stanceman. That's definitely on the low side, I should say. And also on the battlefield, we have a Wargoof unit together with a Blood Knight unit. And all the way here, Vanguard deployed, we do have 3 Direwolves. And that's it. That's the entire Vampire Counts army. Right from the get-go, I should say that infantry is not enough. Like, I'm afraid that he doesn't really have enough mass to challenge Bretonnia infantry. Because right now, looking at this Bretonnia list, I think it's rock solid. 4 peasant bows with 5 arrows are actually pretty standard against Vampire Counts. Amazing stuff. And we do have man-at-arms with polearms, 4 of them, actually 5 of them at the rear, protecting all those archers. And then we do have 3 full squads, which is extraordinary in this matchup because they're gonna dish out a lot of damage onto things like skeletons and also those graveguards. And on top of all these, we do have 5 spearmen at arms with shield in the front, and also Grow Relic, pretty mandatory for this matchup. Fae is actually in my opinion, Fae is #1 choice in this matchup. And also we do have a Royal Hippogriff of Knights unit. So this is actually rock solid. And right from the get-go, if I judge on paper, I would say that this Bretonnia army is just gonna crush this vampire list straight away. And crush is actually a fancy word, I should say. This Bretonnia army may just face roll this vampire army, because there's pretty much nothing this vampire army bring on the table, to be honest. But we shall see how this battle is gonna unfold. Right from the get-go, those fire shots are targeting those 2 flyers, and Black Dragon Vampire Lord and also the Terror guys are actually dodging quite effectively. And now Royal Hippogriff of Knights actually got casted the favor of the Fae and pushing in quite eagerly, and then they actually back off for no reason. I think I'm not too sure. Like, this is very hesitating for this Bretonnia player. You popped favor of the Fae, which is like a 30 seconds something buff. I'm not too sure, let's check. It doesn't tell us, but it's like 30 seconds of steroids, and you need to utilize that steroids, right? You need to push in, trying to find the fight. But unluckily, Bretonnia player is actually very hesitating, so he's not gonna engage. But those peasant fire archers are actually doing some hurt now. Like, there's a lot of cheap damage onto the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord and Terror guys, which is good. And also these skeleton spears are actually getting targeted by those peasant bows as well, and it's actually taking a lot of damage. But at the back, direwolves are right here, and I don't think our Bretonnia player actually noticed them, because right now Bretonnia player, if he noticed those wolves, he needs to first thing screen everything here with the man-at-arms with polearm, just stretch them really wide and just cover the entire ground, because you have 5 of them. There's more than enough to get a really box here to protect those peasant bows. And second, as soon as those direwolves come in, and Bretonnia player needs to use Fae and also Royal Hippogriff of Knights to take care of them straight away. Because the front line, in my opinion, the vampires actually stand no chance. There's no chance all these units gonna push in with Bretonnia brought here. So yeah, but unfortunately there you go. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful formation shift. Like exactly the width of the gap, and then they're about to dive into those peasant bows. Look at that. Another shift formation here. I believe, yeah, there you go. There's another shift formation here, and our Bretonnia player just did not realize at all, which is very concerning, to be honest. And all the way here, but nice actually wrapping around as well. And right now, as the die was coming in, I think it's time for these two big boys coming straight after those peasant fire arrows, and get some summon going here. Maybe just cause a lot of chaos. There you go. Those big boys are about to come in though, and also. Okay, so right now I can tell that Bretonnia player is actually focusing on this Wargoof, which is not too shabby, but in terms of the threat, I think those direwolves are actually the primary target here, because those direwolves are actually already pushed in and occupied your archers, and I think it's just the top priority right now is to kill off those direwolves and save your archers, right? I'm not too sure. But there you go, Bretonnia player actually noticed, and the third direwolves are actually screaming here, which is nice, which is a good move. And the big boys are coming in, but guess what? They are actually after the Royal Hippogriff, which is okay, which is not too shabby. Wolves are coming in onto the man arm with polearms, but they are not going to take a world of trouble, because they are bracing. They can actually dish some damage back to those Blood Knights. And here, I just don't think Vampire Counts has enough to challenge this blob here. Royal Hippogriff with Squirrel Relic and also those peasants, and also, you know, all these guys can actually do a lot of hurt onto those big ICMs. Excuse me. And also here, these direwolves are actually waiting for too long here. Like, they took out a unit of peasant fire arrows, but they just wait here, like chilled here for maybe 10 seconds without doing anything. And they did have a chance to push in onto the fourth one as well. And so does the direwolves here. They were actually in position, and they were like a 10-second window for them to dive in onto this unit, but I just don't think they actually timed that well. But the other direwolf unit actually got onto this peasant boss, so which is okay. And I like to comment that there are still no summons at the back. Summons are still not coming in, which is a little bit concerning for Vampire Counts, because in my opinion the summons should be here much earlier. But right now those wolves and Blood Knights are amazing, and they actually gonna do a lot of hurt onto the Bretonnia left flank, which is amazing. And look at that, the peasant arrows are actually firing at those big ICMs right now. And oh, that was a Wind of Death, completely missed. So this is like a high risk, high reward, because I noticed that Bloodthirsty Vampire Lord actually overcasted, and actually the Wind of Death costed a lot of damage onto himself, and that's like a 30 Wind of Magic cast, just got completely wasted, which is not ideal. So this is like the high risk, high reward spell, because imagine that if the Wind of Death actually landed onto this blob here all the way across, then that would be so much value, and it would be causing tremendous amount of damage onto Bretonnia player. But right now the situation looks really grim for Bretonnia, and I want to comment that for Bretonnia player, you don't need to stack all your infantry onto stancemen, because I mean, just send a couple of squads there to deal with them and focus on killing those direwolves and blood knights. You have so many anti-large AP damage source, just use them. And also together you do have Royal Hippogriff Knights at full health. They should be able to, in theory, deal with those ICM Lord and also those blood knights, Because right now taking care of vampire mobility is actually the #1 priority for me, for not me, for this Bretonnia player, but he just decided to block everything on this Stanceman and take care of the Stanceman for some reason. And then Royal Hibik Knights are actually not focusing on Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, which is I don't know why, because they should keep that Blood Dragon Vampire Lord on here together with the spears. I think they're gonna just kill the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord right there. But for some reason they decided to fight 2 of them at the same time, and actually with all these debuffs, and also there's a incarnation of Nehak got casted onto Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. The Royal Hibik Knights actually got wasted here. Like they're dropping. They were at full health, and right now they are gone. That's such a big waste in my opinion. Those knights can dish out a lot of hurt, but it's just not utilized well in my opinion. This is a fatal mistake by the Bretonnia player. I have no idea why. Look at here. We still have a overwhelming blob of Bretonnia, and all these peasants. Look at how many units are not engaged in melee. They should wrap around and just basically surround these 2 units and just kill them off straight away. But obviously Bretonnia player just decided to blow up everything and just take as long as he wants to get through this undead, which is also very concerning. And in the distance, Hippogriff Knights are out of the map. They were at full health and now they're gone. And we still have 2 big boys on the battlefield. Alright, but at this moment, I still think like even it's showing on the balancing power, like Bretonnia player still has like an overwhelming advantage in terms of army strength. And these guys gonna get ground down eventually by the Bretonnia player. I definitely think that's gonna happen. And Blood Knights are no match for like this sheer amount of peasants here. Is gonna deal with everything Vampire Accounts player had right now, because with Fae, with Greladic, all these peasants are just gonna they're not gonna rout. They all have immune to psychology, and they're gonna just basically fight valiantly. But don't chase. I mean, like right now Bretonnia player literally have no mobility. So in my opinion, right now, just basically block everything. Now, right now is the best way, the best time to block. But Bretonnia player actually decided to spread out for no reason. I'm not too sure why. Right now is blobbing time. You need to block everything here, like, and then just chuck your Grow Relic and your Fae in the center, and you just auto win. Don't chase, please. Like, oh my gosh, like. This Bloodlust is gonna come back and get some real charge onto this pocket here, and it's gonna kill a lot of peasants. And maybe there will be some breath coming as well. I haven't seen any breath yet. And I also haven't seen any summons yet. Because like summons, oh, that's a bad move. Oh no, Faye is actually getting dived down. And the Blood Dragon Vampire Lord actually popped everything. That's a lot of damage. I think, because you popped all the buffs and debuffs, I think it's worth it to just stay here for longer, because there's no mass stopping these 2 SEMs flying up. So I think that's definitely a waste of those buffs, because I do believe those SEMs got a chance to legitimately kill Faye right there. But that's a little bit prematurely, and those Blood Knights are about to die off. They're about to die. Look at that, 9 models left, and they are actually disintegrating. But the thing is, this Bretonnia army has no mobility, so they can't really chase. That's the thing. What is this Bretonnia player doing? Why is Faye here? Why? I think right now Faye is in a very bad spot. If those SEMs dive in here without the support of those peasants, Faye gonna die. Stop chasing those blood knights. Oh my gosh. Please stop. Come back there. Go back. Don't chase. Stop. No, please stop. Alright, those SEM is gonna come and just kill her. I can already see that happening. That's actually an invocation they hack casted. Actually, Blood Knight's gonna do a lot of damage onto Faye. Faye is not suited to fight Blood Knights. There you go. All the SEMs are coming in. Faye just gonna get one shot right here. Casted the Shield of Thorns. That's not gonna help her. She's still gonna die. And look at all this helpless spaghetti of peasants. How many spaghettis we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We still have 11 units here. And Faye just get isolated. And it's not like getting forced isolated. She just, I don't know, she just basically suicide. And now she's routing and she's not coming back. Trust me, she's not gonna come back. She's gonna be outside the map. And this is kind of boring, so let's skip ahead a little bit, because I can see she's gonna get escorted outside the map, or maybe she's just gonna die. Yeah, there you go, she's dead. And okay, so right now, without Faye, I think it's definitely in Vampire Count's favor now, because I do believe we still got summons, we still have breath, and all Vampire Counts needs to do is kill this Grow Relic, which is not hard. After the Grow Relic die from the Cycle Charge, the rest of the peasants gonna just rout. Like Bretonnia leadership is pretty bad, and Terrorgeist and Blood Dragon Vampire Lord is gonna be more than enough to rout off, to mass shatter everything. So yeah. Okay, so that's a breath incoming onto the Grow Relic. There you go. That's not a good shot. Oh, this one is directly on top though. Wow, that's a huge shot. And then they're gonna just dive in and kill Grow Relic right here, right now. There you go. Like the thought process of this vampire player is actually very strong, and it's very good usage. And yeah, I do believe now Vampire Count's gonna win this game. Sorry about the mobile, and I already switched it off. And we're just gonna jump ahead. There you go. After the Grow Relic died, there you go, which is right here. And we just need to dive back in again, and everything just gonna mass shatter. And we're gonna have a Pyrrhic victory for the Vampire Count. Even though we still have 11 spaghettis here, but they're not gonna do anything to all these SEMs. Like, you don't really need to do any of the breath or anything. Just dive in and pop all your buffs and everything gonna shatter. Come on, let's do it. There you go. And that's gonna seal the deal. Right there. Even a summon coming as well. So, I am very depressed. To be honest, I am very depressed casting this game. I think this Bretonnia player actually had a very solid list. He just did so many mistakes, and eventually leading his failure, his loss. And I do believe this vampire list is not good, and definitely has a lot of things to improve. But this vampire player is definitely much better than this player here. So for wlals triple 8888, I think your list building is really spot on, very good. But just need to work on your decision making, and also work on your macro management, and also your awareness of things happening on the battlefield. And hope you guys enjoy the cast. I mean, this is like a perfect demonstration of how to not play a good list. And I hope this has been educational, and for now, Orokaboss signing off.